Yeah, Salama Sexual Assault Referral Center report that said a woman is sexually assaulted or killed every 10 minutes in Nigeria. Now, that survey was done within Kaduna State, the Kafanchan area, and discovered that over 4,000 women within that area had experienced a gender-based violence between 2019 to 2025, where we are currently. A lot has been talked about it. Why is this happening? And of course, what solutions should be discovered concerning this. I'm glad to welcome the president of the Societal Concern Organization, Ambassador Oluwapelumi, who joins us right now to look at this particular issue, which is something that is concerning Nigeria. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me, and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's a concerning issue, you know, gender-based, and it looks as if the more we talk about it, the more discovery of other cases around, you know. What would you blame for it? Because, I mean, people will say it's a patriarchal society, oh, it's a man's world and everything, you know. Is it upbringing that is the cause of it, or is it the weak laws that we have that deals with issues?
Oh, well, I appreciate the fact that we are talking about this time, because the more we talk about it, the more awareness we keep, and the more informed the people get. Talking about the cause roots, I think is education.
Okay.
We should put it all on education. How? You all know that education starts even from the womb. Education starts from the womb. Who is educating who? What information do you have before you could rather pass it on? It is the information the woman carrying the baby in her womb has that will be transformed and transferred into the fetus, and then will make the baby. Eventually, when the baby comes out, you begin to communicate to the baby with eye contact and all that. So it's all on education. How many people are being informed? What is the message? What is the love that is being shared?
Okay.
So if we can embrace education, and what type of education are we talking about? There are different types of education. We can talk about gender equality education. We can also talk about self-discipline, self-defense training.
Okay.
You know, self-defense training also boils towards the girl child, the women. If as a woman, you are trained, you are informed. If the boys are also informed, those will reduce the menace. And you really know that, no, she is not a threat to you.
Okay.
You are being informed from the grassroots, from the family.
Do you also think that this thing, even though some may say it's not really related to gender-based violence, while growing up, boys are given different tasks from girls, you know? Oh, the girl belongs to the kitchen, she's the one to wash the plate and
that's
the rest.
Part of the education.
But the guy, oh, you have to work with dad, maybe to cut the grass, to do manly things, you know. Do we think that's as also contributed, and should it be something that we should stop? Although if there's an attempt to stop it, people will say you want to emasculate the man, you want to turn into a woman, you know. But then, yes, how, I mean, homes will experience that where the kitchen belongs to the woman or whatever, you know. But how do you think we should reduce this in order to start at least, as you said, educating the male child that this lady is an equal to you, you know, and as you said, not a threat, not a threat at all to you, and not a punching bag as you grow up?
Now, you know, in order to read exactly the way you have just explained, that is patriarchal. If we have to take this off the community, then we should allow equality.
Okay.
You really don't need to see, okay, will you challenge the family that have all female? How about that? will you not make the female, will you not treat the female child, will you not make your female girl responsible?
Of course, definitely.
Will you not make her to be able to stand in equality? Or will you now say because you don't have a male child in your family would not be able to represent you in the community? Or if she's trying to make edge among our world or in our world, are you going to challenge that? Are you not going to stand for that girl child if she's trying to make moves? What about talking about pointing figures about distinguished women that had made us proud?
No.
If they were not given that opportunity, would they have discovered themselves?
Definitely.
Look into Lagos today, sitting on the seats.
The State House of Assembly.
The State House of Assembly. If she was not given the opportunity while she was growing up, she did not just find herself. It's not a magic thing.
Sure.
Look at Ngozi Gwejoela. If she was not informed, if she was not given that opportunity, would she have find herself there? A lot and lot we could not just but keep mentioning. So we just really need to see our children, we just need to see our gender as equal. There shouldn't be a kind of priority over another. That will also bring that's encourage discrimination, and that will also bring a kind of depression.
Okay, let me come to Dr. Champion. I mean, do you feel that women generally have accepted the fact that the man is the head, the man is everything, and then just like this report said, many of them are in silence. They don't say much about it. People keep quiet when it's happening to them. Is that another thing that is responsible because of that? And do you think cultural cultural upbringing also contribute to this? Oh, he's a man, leave him, don't say anything. I mean, for instance, we're talking about the whole Two-Face and everything.
Yeah,
how he's doing it openly, proposing, and nobody is even saying, Two-Face.
Why are you doing
so
that?
do you feel that that silence is another contributory factor why we have cases of gender-based,
Yeah, thank you. Okay, the thing is, adding a voice to what she just said, beyond education, we have to understand that there are societal misconceptions, cultural misconceptions, things that people had met. When I was growing up, they said to my sister, the kitchen is your place. Kitchen belongs to the woman. So if I go and cook, some of my friends look at me, a woman rapper, what's wrong with you? I used to go to the kitchen. But that's how I was trained, to be domesticated. So when you tag kitchen and the woman, you are putting them in a box, in a cage. You understand? Which, if they grow in that cage, like you said, they cannot become exemplary women in the future. They can't become the next Honorable Mojisola or Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. So we have to go beyond even education and change societal misconceptions from the fetus as the child is born. I was in a conference recently and I said to them, we keep having conferences for women, a girl child. Have you had conference for the boy child? I think I'm one of the very few Nigerians that have done that. Do you understand? Where I did a certain conference, I said, only boys should attend. I want to talk to boys. We don't talk to boys, we talk to the girls because we believe that the girls will end up in the kitchen and the boys will become a man because the man's war. Forgetting that if you don't train the boys to become the proper man, even when the girls end up in the kitchen, they become a problem to the girls in the kitchen. In fact, they'll start treating them like a chicken in the kitchen. That's where femicide comes into play. And if you look at the concept of femicide, I was going through a very in-depth definition. It says femicide is the murder of women by men motivated by 4 factors: hatred, contempt, pleasure, or a sense of ownership of women.
That's even the worst part.
That's even the worst part. And that's the most critical. When the man feels that I own the lady, what can she say? The lady wants to say, okay, can I go out and you slap? Have you not seen abusive relationships where I was involved in one, I had to even lock the guy up, where she can't even walk. If she's walking like this and the guy say, hello, us, the boyfriend will beat her up. For something that is not her fault, something she can't control. Can she control admirers when she's walking on the street? The answer is no. But because you feel that I own this lady, she's just a sex toy, she's just a property.
She's my property.
Exactly. I can treat her with this.
I mean, if you look at it, does our law contribute to it? Because, if you look at it across all boards, there are laws that deals with, gender-based violence and everything, But those laws seems to have been, if you ask me off my head now, I can't even mention some of
Exactly.
them, you know. But if you ask me about other laws, I can mention it off my head.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is, you know. And of course, enforcement as well, because we've seen case of rape, gender-based violence taken to the police, and somehow the police tell you that it's a family matter, or go and settle yourself and
See.
everything, you know. So how much what do we do then concerning on how do we need another do we need a reform in the laws concerning, you know, gender-based violence?
Honestly, this is a real big challenge. And last year, December, Societal Concern was able to organize a program, Understanding and Preventing Femicide in our community. You know, we have also Lagos State representative. We have also representatives also from the presidency, and all that well attended. And this very law, reformation is very important. From Lagos State, you know, Lagos State is really doing so much concerning this.
Yeah, I know about Lagos State.
They are
you know.
really doing so much, but how much more? How much more? How many people out there really know that there is somewhere you can come to report that would be interested to pick up your case? And again, among the 36 states, just Lagos State. You can imagine, talking about that, societal norms, when a woman or a girl is going to be given out, you're going to say some culture don't take bride price.
Yeah.
You're giving your girl child out. My tribe, they don't take bride price. They will return. You will bring it, and they will intentionally hand it over back to you. We're giving you. Come on, what you're getting on a platter of gold. Tell me what treasure, how well you will treasure that. It takes discipline for you to know you need to treasure this girl. Once you're being given on a platter of gold. If I'm being given this, I don't know the what. You get it? But if I should labor for it, I know that I got this by my sweat. Then I would really need to guide it jealously. Even if you want to have it, I will think twice before I hand it over to you. And I'm going to treasure that. So that exactly is what we are facing now. If the culture could be addressed and we see our girls as treasures and not a substance.
Okay, does religion play another role in this? Because I'm sorry to say, whether we like it or not, even both Muslims, Christians, they have a way of, you know,
influencing.
Yes, and of course, women are, let's be honest, relegated every time, even in church, you know, and people will expect that Christianity or religion should be at the forefront of ensuring that things like this don't happen. You know? Because some men guilty of beating their wives or their girlfriends, and that, you know, some of them justify it with maybe the Bible or the Quran as it is, you know. Really, so when you look at it, religion as an entity, how much do you think they have contributed, and what do you think they should be doing right now?
You will agree with me that religion takes so much in a community, even in a country. It's either make or break. And if you're going to talk about religion, who are these people that are just carrying religion on their head? The religion, the clergy, when you bring this issue to them, some of them, instead of trashing it out and making it, they would rather choose to sweep it under the carpet. There was an instance, there was a report that came to Societal Concerns. We were asked to pick it up. Eventually, I received a call that, no, the girl was being persuaded by a pastor that they don't want to tarnish the image of the church. Forgiveness is human, whatever. And she was being compelled to drop the case. She's no longer interested. Come on. Look at that.
So in a nutshell, it was swept under the rug.
It was. And you know, when your religious father come to tell you things, even to deprive you of your rights, what option do you have?
Exactly.
You really want to feel that you don't want to disrespect, even at your own detriment. So religions really play a lot of role to this. If this could really be addressed so well, I believe even the guys, whoever is supposed to hear this will really be conscious that, like, come on, I don't want to play a victim here. I
Okay.
don't want to be abused.
Dr. Chaplin, if you want
Okay.
to chip in here.
Yeah, I want to quickly ask her a question because I love your line of discussion, but let me start by a misogynistic person. It's a person that has a strong content or discriminates against women. Surprisingly, when I saw this definition, I thought it was man against woman. But I discovered that some women actually discriminate against women.
Definitely.
I've seen cases whereby women even called me to not to support a fellow woman's program. Do you understand? That no, leave her. She thinks she can do it on her own without having a man by her side. Leave her, let her fail. But they will say she will fail. So what do you think is the solution to women not supporting other women? How can we tackle that? It's a serious issue. Women against women in terms of...
Okay, that women against women, that's not femicide. It's not.
Exactly.
That is just an attribute. That is just a kind of conceptual, probably a kind of relationship or hatred. That is just
Jealousy.
human. Yes, that is human behavior. So it is
Different
quite different from femicide. You know, I could just, some people with the first appearance, they just fall in love with you. And why some, even for your success, instead of them to attribute or even instead of them to associate with your success story, they just get irritated. They just,
I want to pull you down at all costs.
yeah, that is jealousy, and that is really not good enough, because if you are against the success story of another, how then will another celebrate yours?
Yes. No.
You won't get that, because even the Bible confirmed that. I'm sorry for bringing that in here. You know, if you are not good, that workman, if you are not good at the labor that is given, the assignment that is given to you, committed to you, who will give you your own? That is it.
Oh, well, I wish we can go on and on, but just looking at the time, we have gone way into our newspaper review segment. But then I'll have to say thank you very much, Ambassador Oluwayomi Oluwapelumi, the President of Societal Concern Organization.